afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Rude awakening this morning.
Why is that?
Snow.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's right. And more on the way.
Maybe a lot.
Yeah, it's an alert day tomorrow.
We'll get to the weather in just a minute. But first, topping our news today, lawmakers grilled the CEO of TikTok over potential national security risks with calls to ban or limit the popular app in the U.S.
I know how to navigate this, and I still couldn't get anywhere.
Our call for action team helps a woman after she paid double for her kidney dialysis bills.
And another sign that summer is approaching eventually. Summerfest has announced its lineup for its 55th anniversary celebration. Let's take a look outside. The snow didn't last, which is a good thing.
This time of the year it doesn't.
Yeah, it really didn't affect the roads much around here. I guess they're slippery north of Madison. The weather sentence for today, tracking a late season winter storm. Greg's in the backyard. The details on that.
Yeah, we do have an alert day, although we're ending the day really quite nice outside. Sunny skies and actually not too bad. But yes, we have another round of snow coming. 1 to 6 inches. The heaviest looks to be southeast of Dane County. This is late Friday night through Saturday morning. I think by afternoon it'll be finished up. Mainly southeast of Dallas. There's going to be a sharp cutoff to who gets it and who really doesn't see much with this. So once again, it's one of those systems. Overall snow amounts, there could be a little area of 6+ inches, probably southeast of Madison, stretching up to Milwaukee. Now this could be changed here and there. This is accumulating snow really on grassy surfaces. How much it'll accumulate on roads, we still don't quite yet know, just because it depends on temperature and how heavy the snow is coming down. So that'll be determined a little later. But this amount is what we're expecting. You see the sharp cutoff to the north where it drops off pretty significantly. Now, right now we have clear skies. We had the snow that came over last night. If you look on the satellite, visible satellite, you can see just that snow actually on the ground in Richland County towards west of Iowa. There was a thin area of 3 to 5 inches of snow. Elsewhere, everyone has melted the snow that we had overnight, so that's the good news. For this evening, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, temperatures and slowly falling back down into the 30s as we get closer to 10 p.m. tonight. Light winds, actually very good conditions. But unfortunately, that doesn't last. We'll time out the snow, when it'll come and when it'll end, especially those road conditions, and hopefully eventually see if we eventually dry out and get out of this pattern a bit later to broadcast.
All right, we'll check back, Greg. Thank you. Well, most of you are no strangers to the mess that our medical billing system can be.
For one Madison woman, it turned into a nightmare when her kidney dialysis came with a price, and then the price tag doubled.
Our Catherine Merck has been following her story and how our call for action team stepped in to help. Catherine?
Dr. Fabu Carter is well known here in Madison. For 2 years, she says she was paying through her health savings account to Fresenius Medical Care, and then also out of her own pocket. For months, she tried to get help without success. She called our call for action team, and they ran into the same problems trying to get Connect Your Care to pay the bills she was already paying them to cover.
This has been pretty much the longest and the most intense case I think I've had to deal with.
Every time I called, I was starting all over. No one knew the story. No one could intervene and help.
Her story points out many problems with our healthcare system, especially when trying to call customer service lines about complicated issues. The full call for action investigation airs tonight at 5:30 before March Madness basketball.
All right, thanks for the reminder, Catherine. The NCAA tournament is back on tonight, so there are some scheduling changes to our newscast. News 3 Now at 6 will air tonight and tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. immediately following News 3 at 5. Tip-off for the Arkansas-UConn game starts at 6 o'clock on CBS. Our 10 p.m. show has also moved to until just after the game against UCLA versus Gonzaga. That's likely to be just after 11 o'clock.
Today, Madison teenagers got a chance to speak out about some of the issues that matter to them at the Overture Center for Project Soapbox. The event is part of a nationwide program that provides students in cities across the country a platform to speak out about issues like universal health care, climate change, racial discrimination, and lack of funding for fine arts.
The U.S. government is trying to be original with its healthcare system. 152 countries have free health care. This means that the government covers for your visits to the doctor, vaccines, medications, surgeries. about why the U.S. should have
Soapbox speeches had lasting transformative impacts on classrooms, schools, and communities in Wisconsin and across the nation. One student from the Madison Soapbox events will be invited to participate in a national event in May of this year.
Well, the race for Wisconsin Supreme Court has become increasingly political, with both candidates calling out each other's ties to organizations on the political right or left.
And that includes an event conservative candidate Dan Kelly attended this week. As political reporter Will Keneally explains. Will?
So a few hours after the candidates met for their debate on Tuesday, conservative candidate Dan Kelly spoke at an event hosted by Sons and Daughters of Liberty, which describes itself as a Christian patriot group. And shortly before Kelly joined the event virtually, Wisconsin pastor Matthew Trewhella spoke. Now, Trewhella drew controversy in 2020 for equating mask mandates to the Holocaust, and it said that killing abortion providers is justified. At an event today, Kelly says that Trewhella does not speak for him or the campaign.
I speak for myself. I was invited to deliver comments at an organization. I delivered my comments. I'm not responsible for what anybody else at that organization said.
So you don't support what he had said about that?
About homicide of abortion providers? Of course not.
This comes as both candidates are trading charges that their opponent is bought and paid for by the political parties or people on the far right or far left of the political spectrum. And Kelly addressed that today, saying that he's asking voters to trust his allegiance to the law, not to partisan politics.
Well, thank you. Lawmakers fired questions at the CEO of TikTok. Many members of the House Energy and Commerce Committee building the case that the hugely popular app should be banned in the U.S.
TikTok is owned by the Chinese internet company ByteDance. Skylar Henry has more.
Your platform should be banned.
Republican Kathy McMorris Rogers came out swinging. The committee chair called TikTok a threat to national security and to American teenagers.
Within minutes of creating an account, your algorithm can promote suicide, self-harm, and eating disorders to children.
TikTok CEO pledged to keep safety a top priority and to protect the platform from Chinese government manipulation. And he said TikTok has built a firewall to seal off American user data from Chinese access.
The bottom line is this: American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel.
That promise wasn't enough for skeptical lawmakers who continued bipartisan calls to either ban or restrict TikTok in the U.S.
You'd be willing to make that commitment that from now on you won't collect location health data without what you're saying at all? Is that a commitment?
This is data that's frequently collected by many other companies in our industry.
I know other companies do it. I don't think they should.
In advance of the hearing, TikTok gathered a group of influencers on Wednesday to protest the Biden administration's threat to ban the app unless it divests from its Chinese owner.
TikTok has given me and countless others like me the opportunity to showcase our talents.
But a CBS News poll shows 61% of Americans support a ban. Lawmakers gave examples of TikTok's content causing harm.
Your technology is literally leading to death.
While the CEO vowed to earn the country's trust. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And more than 150 million Americans use TikTok to watch and create videos. Former President Donald Trump is lashing out on social media against the Manhattan District Attorney as a New York grand jury considers whether or not to indict the former president. The Office of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg says former President Donald Trump created, quote, a false expectation of his arrest in connection with its investigation into a hush money payment made in 2016 to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The comment came in a letter sent to the Republican chairs of 3 House committees after they accused Bragg, a Democrat, of abusing his authority. The letter said the accusations came after Trump created a false expectation that he would soon be arrested, and his lawyers reportedly urged Republican allies to intervene.
When Republicans come out and say that DA shouldn't do X, Y, or Z, they're doing this with no basis, no evidence.
In one social media post today, the former president wrote, everybody knows I'm 100% innocent, including Bragg, but he doesn't care. In a second post, he says this is no legal system. This is Gestapo. This is Russia and China, but worse. There's also been a development in the separate investigation into the former president's handling of documents marked classified. A federal appeals court has ordered Trump's lawyer, Evan Corcoran, to testify about his communications with Trump concerning the handling of classified materials.
Well, with 4 more NCAA tournament games on tonight, let's take a look at the WISC bracket battle scores. Do we have to, Mark? Actually, we're holding our own here.
We are.
In terms of the games tonight, the team that the Live at 4 has advancing is Gonzaga.
We have 2 teams tonight.
Which ones?
We have Michigan State and Gonzaga.
Okay. The other games, we picked Purdue, Kentucky, and Kansas to move on. And, of course, all 3 of them have been already eliminated. So the only good news is that our national champion, the Houston Cougars, are still in it for now.
They play tomorrow night.
Yes. Yes.
So we have to watch the Michigan State game and the Gonzaga game.
Right. Right.
All right. It's all on CBS. And, or no, it's on is it on CBS? I guess so. It's the day that music fans
it is on CBS.
in Wisconsin look forward to every year. The announcement of the Summerfest lineup. Organizers released the preliminary lineup for this year's festival this morning with a couple of notable TBAs serving as placeholders for some of the headlining spots. Summerfest will once again be running the 3-weekend model it's used in recent years. Tickets and the full schedule for the 55th anniversary of Summerfest are available online. The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra takes on a Spanish flair this weekend.
Tomorrow night, we'll preview the Spanish guitar concert that's coming up on Friday at the Overture Center. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Mad City, a division of Renewity, the local service you deserve, now backed by unmatched national strength. We are Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. We started with 50, now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new garage floor. 30 homeowners will receive test market pricing on Renewity advanced floor coatings, protection against oil, moisture, and chemical damage. Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. Receive a free estimate now. We'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year, no matter what. And 30 homeowners will save with 60% off installation. Ask about 24 months, no interest and no payments. A bonus. Call right now during this program for a free $50 Starbucks gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, pick up the phone and call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-888-8537, 608-888-8537.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Welcome back. Drinking coffee could help you meet your health and fitness goals.
Well, that's the best news I've heard all day. That's according to a new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study found that coffee has striking effects on physical activity levels. Coffee causes people to move more, taking on an average 1,000 extra steps a day.
Well, that's all that caffeine.
Right, exactly. And it's not all good news. Because of the caffeine, people lost about 36 minutes of sleep on days when they drank coffee, and the more coffee they drank, the less they slept.
You can drink a cup of coffee and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm one of those weird people who can drink a cup of coffee in the evening and still sleep like a baby.
Not me.
Yeah, you're two? Yeah?
Maestro Sue.
Yeah, Maestro
not
Sue.
me. I'm done at 3 in the afternoon. All right, moving on. What's old is new again, and that could mean a comeback for Blockbuster Video. The defunct movie rental company has restored its website with a message reading, "We are working on rewinding your movie." Blockbuster was pushed out of the market with the start of movie rentals by mail and then streaming services like Netflix. The stores were franchised. One still remains in Oregon. Dish Network bought Blockbuster and its brand in 2011, but the brand has been stagnant ever since.
The labor market continues to prove it's resilient, with weekly jobless claims edging lower last week. The unemployment unexpected dip in claims reported by the Labor Department today suggests that March could be another month of solid job growth. Initial claims for unemployment benefits fell 1,000 to a seasonally adjusted 190,000 for the week ending March 18th. The level of jobless claims continues to show that companies are reluctant to let go of workers.
Stocks held onto modest gains after a volatile post-Fed session. The Dow Industrials added 75 points, ending the day at 32,105. The NASDAQ gained 117 points. The S&P 500 tacked on 11. Now, when you think of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, guitar music probably doesn't come to mind.
But tomorrow night, one of the best classical guitarists in the world will join the musicians of the Chamber Orchestra. Oh, it's so beautiful. Keep playing. Don't stop.
Spanish Guitar with Mabel Milan is part of the WCO's Masterworks Concert Series. The music director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Maestro Andrew Sewell, is back. Welcome.
Good to see you again.
So tell us about this guitarist.
Well, Mabel, when I was researching the particular concerto that I wanted to do, which is by Manuel Ponce, she had it under the fingers, and it's not exactly a piece that people have in their repertoire, so I looked her up and discovered what an amazing talent she was. So we booked her back in 2020, and then, of course, the pandemic hit. So we're delighted that she's back here. She was a Latin Grammy winner in Las Vegas in 2018, playing the Leo Brauer CD, and is already storied for such a young age. And by day, she's a public prosecutor. It's just amazing.
What a fascinating story she has.
Oh, she does. And at the rehearsals this week, it's just been a delight. We're really excited about tomorrow night.
This is her first time in Madison?
It is, yes. And we're also featuring a flamenco dancer, Tanya Tandias, will be dancing with a couple of the pieces. But the works that Mabel is playing is the Boccherini Guitar Quintet and the Manuel Ponce Guitar Concerto.
Is classical guitar something that you've ever done with the Chamber Orchestra?
Oh, many times.
You have.
And it's very famous, the Rodrigo Concierto de Aranjuez, which is a very famous piece. You would know the second movement if you heard it. It's been transcribed many times. In fact, we're doing it later in the summer in Concerts on the Square with a harpist. But that is probably the most famous guitar concerto that there is. But there's also challenges when a guitar plays with a modern orchestra, because it's typically an acoustically soft instrument. So we have a little bit of enhancement with modern technology. But for the quintet, which is just 5 instruments, it's purely acoustic. And yes, it's certainly part of the classical music history.
This is quite a treat to have her in town.
It really is, and we're excited that there's only 100 seats left, so we've had to open up the flooring again. It should be sold out by tomorrow night, so get your tickets. And by the way, I love the coffee. That's me all over.
See, you and I were destined to be friends. Exactly, I'm the same way.
Spanish guitar with Mabel Milan is tomorrow night, as the maestro said, 7:30, Capitol Theater at the Overture Center. For tickets, go to wcoconcerts.org. We have more information on channel3000.com.
And you have one more in the Masterworks series,
One more
right?
in May, yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. What's coming up next?
Well, we've got a concert to finish the season with our composer in residence, Bill Banfield, performing his Edmonia Suite from the opera, plus all Beethoven Piano Concerto No. 1 and Symphony No. 6, the Pastoral. So something very familiar to our classical audience.
And then we'll start a countdown to concerts on the square.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Maestro, good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Andrew. Thank you for coming.
Well, it's time for a little razzle-dazzle here on Live at 4.
The Broadway musical Chicago is in town through the weekend. We'll talk to the lead actress who plays the iconic Roxy Hart when Live at 4 continues.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Home Improvement is looking for 30 homeowners who need a new garage floor. Our Renewity Advanced Floor Coatings will transform your garage from ordinary to extraordinary in as little as 1 day. It's the revolutionary floor coating that's durable, damage resistant, and easy to clean. And our garage storage systems will help keep your space organized. Call now for your free design consultation with our price lock guarantee. We'll lock your price in for 1 year. Plus 30 homeowners will save with 60% off installation of Renewity Advanced Floor Coatings. And ask about 24 months, no interest and no payments. Plus call during this program for a bonus $50 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, pick up the phone and call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-888-8537, 608-888-8537.
From working out to catching up, and of course game night, your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
After I was robbed and my girlfriend was beat up, Janet Protasewicz was the prosecutor that went after those criminals. Those fools were on a violent crime spree. Janet prosecuted them case after case and brought those criminals to justice. I saw her work up close. She's compassionate, she's fair, and she believes in public safety. On the Supreme Court, I know she'll fight for you because she fought for me. Janet cares about us.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And it's crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. And current Chevy owners get $2,500 cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Well, take a look at this. A rare twister hit Southern California this week with wind speeds of up to 110 miles an hour. It touched down near Los Angeles yesterday, injuring 1 person and damaging at least 17 buildings. The National Weather Service confirmed it was the strongest tornado to hit the region since 1983. Greg is here. Boy, that's Great video.
Is that very rare in California?
For Southern California.
It's rare. Northern California can see it during the wintertime sometimes. But yeah, for Southern California, it's kind of rare to see it. You know, it's not a Sharknado, but it's
it's close.
It's close.
Wacky weather in California.
Yeah, that is part of it that's coming towards our way.
Storms come this way.
Yeah, and it's going to cause some severe weather going on in southern parts of the U.S., but it's going to cause our snow, too, coming.
All right.
So, yeah, I'll track out all that
At
snow.
least it's a Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'm here, so. So, yeah, I'll track out when you're going to expect the snow and how those road conditions look like for Saturday morning after the break.
It improves the value of my house, period. And it's done a nice job, you know. So, yeah, that's why we're doing it.
Let Mad City Home Improvement upgrade your garage into a beautiful extension of your home with our Renewity Advanced Floor Coatings. You're going to love the showroom quality appearance, guaranteed for life and backed by our product and labor warranty. Ask about our garage storage systems and call now. 30 homeowners who need a new garage floor will receive special savings. For starters, 60% off installation. Ask about 24 months, no interest and no payments, and you'll be compensated for your time. Call during this program for a bonus, a free $50 Starbucks gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, pick up the phone and call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-888-8537, 608-888-8537.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's being prepared for all the challenges you may face after a serious injury. It's confronting every aspect of your case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions that have earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. It's no wonder so many clients refer their own friends and family to our team of dedicated professionals year after year. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call today for a free consultation.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine. And we want you to feel like family here.
After I was robbed and my girlfriend was beat up, Janet Prolasewicz was the prosecutor that went after those criminals. Those fools were on a violent crime spree. Janet prosecuted them case after case and brought those criminals to justice. I saw her work up close. She's compassionate, she's fair, and she believes in public safety. On the Supreme Court, I know she'll fight for you because she fought for me. Janet cares about us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we have another late winter storm once again towards the end of March, and this is late Friday night through Saturday morning. Snowfall 1 to 6 inches. It's going to be a sharp cutoff to who gets it and who doesn't. Right now, the heaviest should be southeast of Dane County, and that's why really the impacts are going to be felt there, although all areas will probably see some snow and then taper off fairly quickly as we go through Saturday. So really what we know right now, since it is still about 36 hours away, is there's going to be snow likely after midnight. It'll spread south to north over the area. It will taper off Saturday afternoon for areas farther west towards the Mississippi River. It might be even earlier in the morning it'll taper off. And I think everyone will have wet roads definitely by the afternoon, whether given the end of March and the warmer temperatures and the lower snow rates. We should see just wet roads. So the road condition will really be in the morning hours for anywhere that we do see it. What we don't know yet is how much accumulates on roads. That really depends on temperature of the road, but also how heavy the snow comes down at a certain time. And this time of year, you really need it overnight to really do that. So anytime during the day, it kind of hampers the snow on the road. Where that snow line ends up right now, kind of maybe a US 51 area. And then we could see a mixture in the beginning, at least maybe sleet or freezing rain or even rain as it works up, and maybe towards the end too. So we'll fine tune these. Probably tomorrow we'll have a better idea exactly when it's going to start and where the amounts will be, especially when it comes to roads. Right now we have high pressure that's sliding east. It's given us kind of a brief break in the precipitation. We're going to expect this low to form later tonight over the panhandle of Texas, and then it's going to begin to lift up northeast over the next probably 24 to 36 hours till it's basically, as we get towards Saturday morning, it's parked somewhere in northern Indiana towards Chicago, which gives us on the backside and gives us some snow. That's what we're going to do. Now this track could change a little bit. That would obviously then change the snow amounts. Further south means less. Further north means probably the line will shift further west. So more to come on that, but that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But in the meantime, for tonight, we should have clouds begin to increase. This will be high clouds once again, but still overall, we'll see temperatures fall back as you wake up tomorrow morning, probably in the mid-20s, upper 20s, the light easterly wind. So overall, good conditions for the morning commute. And then tomorrow should be a fairly nice day with just some clouds increasing here and there, but we should at least warm up to in the afternoon to the upper 40s to near 50, which is about average for this time of year. And then even the even commute should be no problems tomorrow. The cloud cover will increase, but still at 6 p.m. we don't have the precipitations well south. But then coming at about 10, we'll start seeing it spread north to south. And the rate really won't be much of a factor, I think, until we get to about 4 a.m. That's when I think the heavier snow will start. That's when you could have some accumulation on road surfaces. Mixture further south, and then you see that cutoff. That cutoff could be either south, west, or east of this, where you're going to see some snow or not much snow at all. And then overall, you'll see it begin to taper off as we go through Saturday, west to east. By Saturday evening, everything should be good and dried up. Like I said, roads should be not a problem then. It's going to be the morning hours that we're going to have to keep track of. And that basically lifts off. So the rest of the weekend looks good. With Sunday, we're not going to see much in the way, just high pressure. Here's the snow amounts. Once again, a very narrow area. Could be 6+, 1 to 3 on the outer edges of this. Once again, this is on grassy surfaces. How much accumulates on roads is still a little bit of accumulation still underway. But overall, once we get past Sunday, cool start to the weekend, and unfortunately the wet weather continues because we got another system coming midweek. This one looks to be all rain right now, but still a lot of questions to be had what's going to go on. Unfortunately, the wet weather of the midweek continues, and the active pattern we're in still has not stopped. So
we'll get through most of the day tomorrow with no
problem. Probably till midnight. And even after midnight, it's really going to have to be the snow rate. You got to have 2 to 3 inches per hour to get it on the road to stick. So that's going to be probably Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, the road should be fine. Okay. It's just going to be that time in the morning.
Good timing.
Yeah. Well, for those that are not working.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg.
Well, the longest running musical on Broadway is in Madison this week.
The Broadway touring production of Chicago runs through Sunday at the Overture Center.
The play centers around 2 women charged with murder in 1920 Chicago. We talked with actress Katie Frieden, who plays the iconic Roxy Hart. So, Katie, what's it like to play this seminal role?
The iconic Roxy Hart.
Roxy Hart. A lot of pressure there.
Yeah, well, I have to say it's been the biggest honor and also one of the biggest challenges. I've looked up to so many people who have stepped into this role, such as Anne Rankin, Gwen Verdon, Charlotte Dembois. I mean, all these people have made these roles so iconic. And so for me, it was a little intimidating at first, but the creative team were so incredibly helpful in helping me find Katie's version of Roxy. And since I've had some time now in the character, I really feel like I found that. But it's the biggest honor every night stepping into Roxy's shoes.
This is one of the longest running show musical on Broadway. What do you think it is about Chicago that still fascinates audiences after all these years?
Well, so this tour, we're celebrating its 25th anniversary, and I think there's so many things about the show that keep it going, but I think the writing of the music and the script, it's all just so smart, so witty, and I think it remains so relevant no matter what time period we're in. This show was originally written in the 70s, talking about the 1920s. It was revived in the 70s, and now here we are in 2020s, and it's remained relevant in every single time period because I think it talks about the fleeting nature of fame. And no matter what time period we're in, we can relate to that, especially today. I think in the digital age, it's very apparent. And so I think no matter where we are, it can always touch someone.
And the music is so familiar to people. I think that's part of the draw as well, don't you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. The music is so ingrained into our culture in ways some of us don't even realize. The amount of people that have come to this show and say, I didn't realize that's where that song's from. So, yeah, the music is just, it's so good. It's so well written, and everyone knows multiple songs from the show.
Your talent is so awe-inspiring, as well as your stamina. There is very little dialogue in this show. It's 2 hours of intense singing and dancing.
Yeah.
How do you do that night after night? Are you a marathon runner or?
No, I do go to the gym every so often just to try to keep my stamina up. But I mean, a lot of it truly comes from the audience and the energy that they bring. So whenever they have a lot of audience, whenever the audience has a lot of energy, I don't even have to think about it. It just comes out of me.
Wow.
But also, I love what I'm doing. I love singing. I've grown up my whole life dancing. So this is what I've always wanted to do and what I love to do. And so I'm so excited every night to just be on the stage and deliver it.
You're sort of made for this role.
I guess so.
Well, continued success. Enjoy the rest of your time in Madison.
Thank you. So lovely to talk to you.
You as well. You as well. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
All that jazz.
Yeah.
Chicago runs through Sunday at the Overture Center.
For tickets, go to overture.org.
Coming up next on Live Before, we take you back in time to 1986 and meet a man passionate about cross-country skiing.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we update you on the state of conversion therapy in Wisconsin. Does a new state ruling impact local bans? We'll have the story tonight at 5.
Celebrate Ashley's anniversary with our lowest mattress prices of the season. Get your best night's sleep on Purple, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and more. All backed by our 30-day price guarantee and special financing options that fit your budget at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer, Ashley.
Your garage will become the envy of the neighborhood with Renewity Advanced Floor Coatings from Mad City Home Improvement. Look at this before and now the after, featuring a diverse selection of colors and flakes for a custom look. Add value and weatherproof protection. It's also perfect for patios, decks, and pool areas. Plus, with our garage storage systems, you can keep your space organized. Remember to ask about our price lock guarantee. Act now. 30 homeowners who need a new garage floor will save with 60% off installation. Ask about 24 months, no interest and no payments. Plus, the last chance now to call in to get the bonus. If you call today, you get a $50 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, pick up the phone and call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-888-8537, 608-888-8537.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby. So we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a complete exam and x-rays for $29 and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
On abortion rights, do you want extremist Dan Kelly holding the gavel? Kelly wants abortion banned even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. He'll uphold the 1849 criminal abortion law that allows doctors and nurses to be jailed for performing abortions. And he'll strip women of their freedom to make their own decision on abortion. So don't give Dan Kelly a gavel with your vote. He's just too extreme.
Get the absolute best pricing now during Ashley's anniversary event. We've marked down everything to match online prices, all backed by our 30-day price guarantee. Get your choice of 6 months interest-free financing or low monthly payment options and free local delivery, only at Ashley.
New at 5, the ban on conversion therapy statewide has been halted. What this means for the LGBTQ+ community and city bans already in place.
The weather will be quiet through tomorrow, but a first warned weather alert day is in the forecast from later tomorrow night into Saturday for accumulating snow. At 5, I'll let you know when it'll arrive and how much snow will fall across the area.
And ahead at 6, after appearing at the same event as a Wisconsin pastor who says the killing of abortion providers is justified, Supreme Court candidate Dan Kelly addresses far-right claims.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, we end up in Philadelphia.
A little cloudy this afternoon.
67 degrees, though.
Yeah, a little on the chilly side. Well, compared to us, that's mild, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, with that dusting of snow overnight and more in the forecast for the weekend, hopes of an early spring seem to be fading away.
But you've heard the old expression, you might as well embrace winter. Back in 1986, we met a man who more than embraced winter, he lived for it.
Ernest Biffer Scribner is a cross-country skier. Maybe not the image you have of a cross-country skier with fancy clothes and fancy skis, but Biffer is a veteran of this winter sport. He started making treks into the snow-covered countryside 62 years ago, 1924. The same year, the skis he uses were made by the Wooden Ski Company of St. Paul, Minnesota. Biffer's not one of those cross-country skiers that blur by. He's not going to break any speed records. But when you're 77, you kind of set your own stride.
Maybe my technique isn't right. It's just what I learned myself.
Why didn't you ever go in for the new fancy stuff, the fiberglass?
Never interested me at all. I couldn't see any. Strap your boots on, pay a couple, $200-300. I can go across the snow on these just as well as they can.
Yes, he can. Biffer has been gliding across the snow every single year for 62 years. Hasn't missed a one. He does it just for the enjoyment.
What do I think about?
Yeah.
Oh, how nice it is out and how nice it is to see birds and animals and how nice it is to be able to be out. And just being out in the country. I like to be out in the open.
Let those other skiers with all their fancy gear go as fast as they can. They'll probably zip right on by Biffer with his old skis and a stick for a pole. He doesn't mind, because he'll be back next year, and the year after that, and the year after that.
I can't see any idea getting on skis and going just as fast as you can go. You can't see nothing. I don't. That doesn't make me jealous at all.
Traveling in Waterloo, I'm Mark Kane, WISC News 3.
Just going along.
Yeah, I love it. You don't need fancy boots.
You don't need all that stuff. Good for him. Well, it's time to get your medical questions answered. Dr. Zorba Pastor is making his Thursday house call.
There he is. He's here in the studio with us. If you have a question for Zorba, pick up the phone right now. Call 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls when we come back.
There's a difference in a small town where family values still hold true. Welcome to the Portage Furniture Store. Well, we ventured back to Portage and look at who we found, the two Ayers brothers, Austin and Aaron. It's good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
So how is business? How is life?
Business has been great. You know, it's been very busy, busy for both of us. A couple new kiddos in the, in the past year. So no, but business has been doing great.
I know you really want to give a shout out to all of the people around this area that shop local, that choose to come right here to Cook Street to see the two of you.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're so appreciative of our customers, and there's just been such a strong sentiment to shop local, shop small, support family business. And I guess with the inventory, we've been very blessed. We've got a packed showroom, trucks coming in every week. We've really, we're running out of places to put everything. We're in good shape.
I feel like there's such a difference in the customer's mood when they walk in. They don't have that anxious feeling of, oh gosh, here comes the salesperson coming over to talk to me. Yeah. Why is that so different here?
We put a major emphasis on no pressure shopping. Our salespeople, they're fantastic. They're gonna be there when you need them, but they're gonna let you, try everything out, and they're gonna leave you alone and let you relax.
So all these years later, the big question is, there's still the Portage Furniture free delivery?
Yep, absolutely. Still the free delivery. Gonna bring it right into your home, set it up,
make it perfect for you. They'll even cook you dinner or sing a song for you if you need. They're just fantastic.
That's that small, local, family feel business mentality. You can't replicate it, right?
We're Lear's family.
From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
On abortion rights, do you want extremist Dan Kelly holding the gavel? Kelly wants abortion banned even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. He'll uphold the 1849 criminal abortion law that allows doctors and nurses to be jailed for performing abortions. And he'll strip women of their freedom to make their own decision on abortion. So don't give Dan Kelly a gavel with your vote. He's just too extreme.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Yeah, we know incidents to speak of. Roads are good and dry, so should have a good commute this evening, one good for tomorrow, and even tomorrow evening before the snow arrives for anyone that's going to be driving Saturday morning. That is when the most impact should be felt, you guys.
A 39-year-old man from Hong Kong was visiting an adventure park in Thailand when he decided to partake in some good old-fashioned, totally never scary bungee jumping. After taking an artful swan dive off the 10-story high podium, Mike certainly enjoying the rush of wind through his when this happened.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The bungee cord snaps, plunging him feet first into the water below. Luckily, Mike was able to swim to safety and was taken to the hospital where he was treated for injuries to his feet and some bruising.
Oh, thank
This
goodness
is why
there was water there.
I don't bungee jump or do anything.
Or do anything.
Anything. Walking to the car to me is a hazard. We're taking your calls today for Dr. Zorba Pastor.
There are 3 lines open today. If you have a question, the number is 608-270-9933. Hi, Zorba. Good to see you.
I don't bungee jump either.
You just go skiing. I die with that, too. And you're a little cold, so...
yeah, that's right.
A little hoarse, but that's okay. We'll get through this. We'll start with Alice in Milton. Hi, Alice. What's your question?
Yeah, I had surgery on my thumb on autoclasis. When I poop, I pack out a pain and it burns.
On your gum?
On the thumb.
Oh, on the thumb.
Oh, on the thumb. Yeah, so she's got pain in her thumb right now. Well, you know, a pain in the thumb can be a lot of different things. It often can mean a nail infection, that you have it if there's any trauma involved. There could be trauma involved. Putting ice on it, taking some ibuprofen, maybe 400 to 600 milligrams 3 times daily. Those are usually good things to do.
I think she said she had surgery, right?
Yeah, she had surgery.
So she had surgery, so the ice would be important, and after surgery, often something to take for that analgesia. That's really important.
If the ice makes it hurt, is that
not
okay?
What you do is you do it less, because some people then will put it on for 5 minutes, then take it off, put it on for 5 minutes, and so on.
Okay.
Sometimes people just leave it on too long.
Okay, great. All right, let's go to Jim in Verona. Hi, Jim. What's your question?
Hi. I'm so glad to talk to Dr. Zorba Pastor. I've got his cookbook, and he's got some great recipes in there.
Yes, he does.
I appreciate that. And I do have a question for him. I had a Lupron shot today for my prostate cancer, and I'm wondering, is there a lot of side effects to that, or how long can I keep taking them? Every 3 months they're giving it to me.
Well, Lupron it's an anti-testosterone medication. So it stops testosterone, which actually is involved with prostate cancer. If you have prostate cancer, testosterone can make it grow more. So if you take the Lupron shot, it actually is very good as a follow-up, especially if you had surgery or radiation. And there's a definition of how long you take it. Some people take it for 1.5 years. Some guys take it for longer. That's something you have to talk to your doctor. It's individual based on essentially what the results were when you initially had your diagnosis.
So this is after treatment or instead of treatment?
Usually, well, it all depends on where you are. If you have metastatic prostate cancer, it can actually be the treatment that you have, and you may not have had either radiation or prostate cancer, so, or rather prostate surgery. So it kind of depends on where you are. But in any case, it keeps prostate cancer from growing in your body. That's what it's made to do.
Okay, let's go to Bonnie now in Madison. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi. I'm struggling with thick phlegm that's driving me crazy, that's going into my throat. What can you do about that?
So what exactly
Thick
is
phlegm?
You know, it's just this phlegm. So one of the things that people don't think about is putting a vaporizer on in their bedroom. Think about it. We spend 6 to 8 hours a day, hopefully it's 8 hours a day, in our bedroom, get an ultrasonic vaporizer, put it on, it reduces the phlegm, and then hydration is really the other way to do it too. People don't hydrate enough. So it's very important. Vaporize the bedroom, hydration, that's what you do. And then, of course, if it's clear phlegm, it's probably a viral infection.
Okay. Let's go to Teresa in Middleton. Hi, Teresa. What's your question?
My question is on COVID. I'm fully vaccinated. I have one booster, and I'm wondering how come I test positive for 2 or 3 days and then negative?
Well, first of all, you test positive because you probably had COVID. I mean, that's the reason that you may test positive with a COVID test. I mean, it's about 95% correct in terms of positivity. The false negative rate is high, but the false positive rate is very low. So if you're testing positive, you had COVID sometime along. The shot does not make you test positive for the nasal swab. So in other words, if you're positive for the nasal swab, you had COVID and you just weren't aware of it if you didn't have any symptoms.
And if you have COVID, you can test positive for
a long
several
time.
days before you test negative.
Right, exactly.
Even without, and have no symptoms.
Right, absolutely.
All right.
And most people do not have any symptoms.
All right, we have 30 seconds left, so I don't think it's quite enough time to take another call. So, what's new?
What's new? Well, what's new in medicine is that we know that the Mediterranean diet in women has is incredible in reducing the risk of heart attacks and stroke, and that's the latest data. So it shows the Mediterranean diet is really something that everyone should be on. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, fish twice a week, and that's what we've learned.
All right. So, Mediterranean diet.
Yeah.
Check out Zorba's cookbooks.
He's a good cook.
Sold it wherever you buy your books. Thanks, Zorba.
Great to see
Thanks
you.
for calling in, everybody. We'll do this again next week, and we'll have a yeah, I guess we will. Well, the final check of your forecast coming up.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big spring thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our spring thaw sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
It's the Mattress Madness event at Steinhafels. There's no better time to get your new mattress. Tempur-Pedic mattresses use next-generation cooling technology, keeping you up to 8 degrees cooler all night long. Right now, save $300 on a Tempur-Pedic Breeze, plus get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Tempur-Pedic Queen mattresses start at just $40 per month when you use our 72-month special financing. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
There's an invisible threat in your backyard that could cause deadly heartworm disease for your dog. But not if you protect him every month with HeartGuard Plus, the #1 choice of dogs. Digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. Ask your vet for HeartGuard Plus.
Team, I need a volunteer. We need promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes promotional product success easy. For high-quality items, go to 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
New iVisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose to reduce dryness, discomfort, and strain. iVisia. We see a better way.
Snow later Friday night and Saturday morning has prompted a first warn weather alert day. At 5, I'll let you know how much snow to expect.
Then the ban on conversion therapy has been disbanded. How this impacts city bands on the practice, coming up next.
You feel powerless.
It took a year of working with our Call for Action volunteers for a Madison woman to resolve a healthcare billing issue. Catherine Merck brings you a Call for Action investigation into a kidney dialysis horror story. Tonight at 5:30.
Yeah, we have an alert day there for late Friday night through Saturday morning for another round of accumulating snow. Looks like 1 to 6 inches. The heaviest will be southeast of Dane County. Further northwest, you'll have much less, especially get closer to the Wisconsin Dells. Those areas much less than 1 inch. There's your amount right now that's accumulating on the grassy surfaces of roads. Could be less than this, but still be impactful. We'll break that down later tomorrow. Otherwise, tonight, no issues to speak of. You have 26 degrees, partly cloudy skies. And tomorrow, for the most part of the day, should be fine, 47 degrees. And even Friday night should be fine. And then obviously the snow comes Saturday, and then we dry out in cooler conditions for the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week.
All right, thank you, Greg. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, our news hounds, Louie and Oliver, have the top animal stories of the week.
And we go center stage for Edgewood High School's production of Les Miserables. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treated my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
For back pain, I've always been a take 2 and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salonpas. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
He sent me to
patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
In today's Final Touch, scientists have turned to DNA to learn more about the death of Beethoven.
Researchers wanted to find out why he died so young at the age of 56. Using locks of Beethoven's hair, which had been kept in a German museum, researchers say they found significant genetic risk factors for liver disease. Scientists also uncovered evidence of hepatitis B, which affects the liver. Those factors, along with Beethoven's heavy drinking, led researchers to conclude that he most likely died from liver failure. But experts couldn't crack the code behind his hearing loss, which began in his mid-20s. Beethoven himself wrote that he wanted doctors to study his health problems after he died. This DNA revelation may be the crescendo that he was hoping for.
Very interesting.
It is interesting. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.